Now I can figure out how to get to my YouTubes. Oh, it saved that one. Like I'm going to go back to it. Um, videos. Here we go. So our last show, 15 people viewed it. And our last promo, 42 people viewed it.
Well, actually, that's interesting because I just pulled it up because we're talking about it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know you posted the show. I saw the promo post on Facebook,
Oh,
and I was waiting for you to post the show, but I went right to the YouTube channel now, so now I see it's there. So yeah, I haven't watched that one, which I
it's
wanted to see.
hour and 25 minutes. Strangely
Yeah.
enough, I posted it after the teaser. I don't know. I guess I'm
Like if
not.
you look at your Facebook, at the Mediadawgs Facebook page, the last thing on there is the promo.
Oh, I really? I don't even look. I just put it up on my page because nobody watches us.
I know. I'm just saying. I didn't even know
Where's the
it was
media
up.
dogs? The Mediadawgs. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, look at that. Ah, Lou blows us off.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, it's nearly impossible to upload anything video to Facebook these days. So I just put it on YouTube.
Oh, that's totally fine. Just yeah, now I know. But I wanted to see that one because I like watching myself. So
Well, just watch my Facebook page, Lou, and you'll know.
yeah. All right.
Person, yet one in
Hi, welcome once again to Mediadawgs.
Yeah, coincidentally, Pat, if you're watching, we miss you, man, and get better. So yeah, the coincidence is that we started back into this because of COVID. It was because of COVID and just the onset of people understanding and discovering Zoom. And I thought, well, hey kids, let's put on a show. And full circle, Pat gets the COVID.
There you go. Does that mean it's coming to a close once you close the circle?
I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna go down to the lesser version of Zoom because we haven't had to have like over 100 people on one show, so or whatever, however that goes. So basically,
is there's a numbers thing? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I basically been paying God knows how much money for something we could have gotten for free. So I got my Oscars list. Do you have a list with you?
Yeah, I have it pulled up on Variety's website.
Hey. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see Judas and the Black Messiah because I didn't get up early enough today. And plus it's still up at $20 right now. So so there's two I haven't seen, and then The Father, which I'm not anxious to dive into right now, to tell you the truth.
Well, we can talk about that in a second. I'll talk about it without spoiling it for you. But
I don't think you're going to spoil anything. He gets better.
Yeah. I have no excuse for it because I actually have, because of being in Screen Actors Guild, I have a copy of Judas and Minari and Promising Young Woman that I haven't watched yet. I kind of got sidetracked this week because
this week.
Well, I was going to start catching up, but then I got invited to watch the Ardios Awards live. You know, they did the event online.
The RVS, the RV, as they call them. Everybody pulls up in an RV and they watch it on a big screen.
Exactly.
Well,
it's on one screen. It's on one screen inside the first RV, and you have to set yourself up so you can see through your front windshield and straight through the other back windshields, and then straight through. It's hard, but it's It's
I'm
it's
following you.
fun. I don't
I'm
know.
following you.
Some kind of through line in there. But anyways, yeah, no, the Artios are the casting director awards.
Ah,
So for but so that was cool. They and our George, either you can look this up and post something about it on here when I talk about this, or
sure. That's
our
exactly what I'll do.
15 viewers can Google this. But a couple casting directors that passed away in the last year, Lynn Stallmaster and Mike Fenton. They did these beautiful tributes for them, but between the two of them, I think they cast everything from like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Everything from every Spielberg movie and Superman movies with Chris Reeve and Back to the Future and everything that you could possibly think of. But there were some cool tributes to those gentlemen.
Lou, did you just lose your light, or did you change it? Are you surfing there on the web? All of a sudden, you went dark. I mean, not completely
I
dark,
did.
but
No,
yeah, you're a little darker than you were.
it's darker.
It's not just your humor.
I wonder if because I have this, maybe hang on one second, because if I have this background up, maybe I can open the shade. Hang on.
Looked like you were just
I
like
made it
maybe
worse.
maybe you were just borrowing like an AirPod from Max there for a second. Yeah, it's even worse.
I made it worse.
Nice. Well, if it's behind you, yeah, you're gonna have
Let me try. Hang on.
what is it?
Oh, you know what? I got an idea too. Hang on a second.
If Pat were here, he'd know what to do.
That's better. All right. But anyway, so yeah, that was fun to watch the casting directors get their due, which, of course, that's the ongoing battle, is that the casting directors don't get nominated for an Oscar.
It sounds like just a whack fest. Like, wait, what does that mean? Sounds like a lot of fun. Sorry. So maybe there's a little too many of these. There's the SAGs, and I got a friend named Sag, actually. He probably watches this. I just watched the BAFTAs.
Yeah, there is one right after the other, right? There was something else that I saw posted today.
Got your Golden Globes. Got your, what's that, Oscars coming up? Oscars, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Speaking of Oscars.
Yeah, let's talk whatever we've seen. Again, this is why I predict the show will be short, because it's
so we did
talk about what we've seen.
We did if we picked the Oscars earlier this year, kind of as a joke, because we'd already had the Oscars. And I don't even remember, did we even talk about the Oscars in that show?
Probably not.
I don't think.
Probably got sidetracked and talked about the squirrels in the trees.
Well, I was trying to get my friend, I guess I can say her name, I won't get sued, Juliet, on. And her excuse was that she had only seen Mank. And I was like, never stopped anybody before. And then I thought, well, then after Pat called and said, messaged.
Yeah.
And said, I've got the COVIDs. So Pat, get better. Wait, where are you? Oh, Pat, get better. Because we're
there's Pat right there.
Looking right at him. Oh, yeah.
So,
but he got like part one of, I don't know, Moderna or Pfizer. I'm not really sure which. And he's very careful. He's not like these idiots, and I'll say it, idiots in Florida.
Yes.
Or even, God, I was at Costco last night, and this woman's walking around with a mask like this, talking to her husband.
Yeah.
I'm like, just rip the thing off. If I had a pair of scissors, I would have cut it off, because why? Anyway.
We were in San Diego last week, and I'd say less than 50% of the people down there were wearing masks.
What? People are whack.
Yeah.
No matter with people. So anyway, that's what's going on in my head right now. About the masks and Pat, get better. That's what I have to say. I got
Yeah.
I got my first on Monday over at the Walgreens.
Yeah, I think I'm a week and a half in after my first. So my second is on May 4th. I just took both of my kids to get their first yesterday. And my wife is already 2 shots plus her 2 weeks is well past. So
Oh yeah,
she's good.
she should have had hers a long time ago.
Well,
She's
she
an
got it
essential
as soon as she
worker.
could. Well, but it still took them a long time to open it up to the teachers, if that's what she does.
Man.
Uh,
So my point is, get your damn vaccine and wear your mask.
Yep.
I always feel like I can't cuss in front of Pat because he was our teacher.
Well, it's because you're used to saying that when he grades our
Well,
papers, right?
right.
So you have a bad association with the curse words and Pat.
And I only
Otherwise, I
said
don't
that
think he matters.
I only said that because he gave me good grades when I shouldn't have gotten good grades. I don't want to say he's an easy teacher, but I didn't deserve those A's. Pluses, pluses,
Hey,
plus,
yeah,
plus.
the plus.
Um,
Well, wasn't that the point of inviting him on the Mediadawgs, was so we could get those A++
no, we
pluses
actually,
without
you know what?
putting the work in there?
No. I remember vividly that we decided to wait until we were through with our second class with film and society.
Right.
I don't know where I was going with that, but I've seen. Oh, so I okay. Back up, George. So when Pat called us and messaged us and said, you know, I'm still pretty sick. You know, probably won't make it. And I texted my friend again, and I said, hey, you know, Pat's got the COVID, and you know, would you come on? We're sure we're going to talk about movies or the Oscars, but we're also, you know, we'll talk TV, and she's in TV. I mean, she's got a job. I don't know how much I can talk about, but you know, she's a published writer. She wrote a great novel. She one of her screenplays was produced, and that's a book in and of itself. Because it would be great to have her on and have her tell her story and just, you know, and you guys could, you know, I could just back away while you guys, you know, talk to TV. But I've also watched a lot of TV lately too. Well, not a lot of TV, but you know, some. And I could talk TV. So anyway, if we did pick the Oscars, and I don't know, by Academy Awards night, I will have seen probably most of the majors, if not all. But they're really mixing them up. Like if it was a flow chart, it would look like spider veins or something. You know, it's
Yeah, no, there's a lot of,
five.
yeah, I mean, the number of best pictures, and then even if you look at the, you know, it doesn't quite sync up with the director. Because I was going to say, there are things on here that I've seen that aren't nominated for best picture. Like the screenplay was nominated for Borat subsequent movie film, which I've seen, but that wasn't nominated for best picture. I don't know. We can go through this and we'll just talk about what we've seen. Although I do want to say, because you sort of mentioned that your friend had only seen Mank, and I haven't seen it, but I think I know more about that movie than any of them, which is that it's about Herman Mankiewicz, who co-wrote or maybe didn't write Citizen Kane. But the reason I know so much about it is because, you know, his, I guess his grandson, I think it's grandson, is Ben Mankiewicz, who hosts the TCM movies. Do you watch TCM, right?
Sure.
And I heard an interview with Ben, like a full.
You watch this show, Lou? Because you'd know that, because I talk about TCM and.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Like, see, I didn't watch the show. Remember, maybe it was last time.
Good
But anyways,
everybody.
No, Ben's on. Well, you should listen to Ben's interview on Gilbert Gottfried's podcast a couple weeks ago, because it's great. He talks all about the family, and because they were all in the business basically, and there was a really cool thing because he had just talked about his dad being in politics, Ben Mankiewicz, and he was like right-hand man for Bobby Kennedy. So he's there when when you see the footage of Bobby getting shot and assassinated, Ben's dad, I think Frank is his name, is there, one of the people, in that room. And then the very next thing I saw after the interview was the trial of the Chicago 7, which basically starts with that, footage of the assassinations and of Bobby getting shot. So I thought that was interesting. So the Mankiewiczes are kind of all around the best pictures this year.
Kind of. So yeah, and it's too bad because Juliet saw Mank and you didn't.
And I didn't, but you could tell me if it was actually, worth all of that deeper information.
So where do you want to start?
Well, I guess we should start if we've seen any of the same movies. Are we
Best
going to talk
Picture?
Best Picture? Yeah.
Do we start with best?
Oh,
no.
we could. No, let's start somewhere else, I guess.
Also, if you've programmed your DVRs to, if you've programmed your DVRs to see this show, you might want to put an extra hour or two on because we might run a little long. You don't know. You don't know.
Happens sometimes. Let's talk about. Let's start with. How about if we start with supporting actor and actress, and then actor, actress, and then movie? You want to do that?
Sure, whatever.
Or screenplay. Let's talk screenplay because at least I've seen one extra movie in the screenplays.
The great thing about having Pat here is he gets my motivation up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, whatever. I saw some of these.
Yeah.
I think you're better off just watching Bob's Burgers than movies these days. No, I've seen all but one of a lot of these, actually. I've seen all but one original screenplay. I've seen all but one film editing. I've seen all but one directing. I've seen, and does it count if you've seen like 3 minutes of the film? Because, okay, I've seen all the directing then.
Yeah. Is that 3 minutes the preview?
No, it was late and I started another round and I was like, oh, I can't, it's late, I'm tired, I can't read this. I can't. And I never went back to it. So
that's my other problem is staying up at night. I'm always geared up to stay up till midnight every night and I'm out by 9:30.
Yeah, we're too old. We're too old. Nobody, I don't know why anybody watches us.
Exactly. What do we have to say? Nothing.
Well, you know why? It all comes back to Pat.
Yep.
They watch us because they're
We're
watching.
going to drop from 15 viewers to 0. One, 2. Both of us. I'll watch this time.
My mom listens to it. She can't see it on her what do you call those things? iPad, but she can hear it. Because don't ask me why. She can't. It's a long story. She can't get the YouTube app because we don't know her Apple ID because she doesn't have one. It was like one of those haste, and
Sure.
I don't want to get her kicked off of Facebook by having to.
No,
I'm telling you, the more things, it's too complicated, this world.
Well, that's why I'm hoping with the chip that they injected in my arm that I'll just be able to see a screen in front of my eyes.
I don't think you get that until the second one. So.
Is that what it is? Because we were joking yesterday. We were like, do we have to ask to make sure they give us the right chip that connects to our particular iPhones? Or
I'll bet they've never heard that joke either, ever, especially in Los Angeles. So I don't know. You pick screenplay. What'd you say? No, you said supporting actress, didn't you? Because you're going in the order of the show, right?
Well, let's go back down to screenplay. I mean, I can get a little bit in here, original and adapted. I've got a little, I've seen like 2 of the original and 3 of the adapted.
I've seen 6 out of 10, so I get a D.
I get an F because I'm 5.
D minus. Sorry, Pat.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. Let's go best original screenplay. You want to read those?
More than anything. So Judas and the Black Messiah, we weren't fully prepared to get up early and
watch it. I have it at the top of my stack. Last night I was going to watch it, and then like I said,
20
lights
bucks.
went out.
20 bucks, baby. 20 bucks. Which
Free for
we
me.
happily shelled out for Minari, which happens to be the second on the list. Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of Chicago 7. And the winner went to, oh, it hasn't been on yet. That's the difference in this show, is that,
Yeah.
I don't know, who would you pick? Who have you seen?
Well, that's,
Those
you
five.
know, that's
Who
the
haven't
problem.
you seen? It
I can only pick between two legitimately. I do like the fact that, you know, Judas and the Black Messiah is a full movie, and I haven't seen it, of course, but about one of the characters. I mean, a really kind of minor character, to be honest, but a character in Trial of the Chicago 7. So I've been wanting to see it. But anyways, I did like Sound of Metal a lot, but you know, I mean, maybe I'm a sucker, but that damn Aaron Sorkin and his dialogue and the way he writes,
snappy, baby.
you know, he makes everybody probably better. I mean, even, you know, all things being equal, and I know Minari's supposed to be great, but even if I'd seen all of these, I probably still would give it to Sorkin.
Did you see Minari?
Nope.
Okay. Did you see Promising Young Woman?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna take it you saw The Sound of Metal.
Yep.
Which we watched that last night. I liked it a lot. But does he have to have all those tattoos?
I'll talk more about that later, because there's other places to talk Sound of Metal.
Oh, okay. Oh, sound editing. Is there? So what happened with sound editing? Didn't there used to be two, or am I thinking of just editing? Because it's just on my list. It just says sound.
Well, there because there is different kind. There's best sound. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be other. Yeah, that's.
Tell me the world ain't changing, Lou.
Because it was like sound editing and sound something else.
Mixing.
Yeah.
It was mixing.
Yeah.
I don't see no mixing on my sheet, and it's the official Oscar.
Yeah.
The official Oscars of ABCs. Is that backwards?
No.
It is to me.
The Sraxo.
So how do I sound today? Because I got the pods. I'm like the guys on the news now. I got the AirPods. So I mean,
I like looking old my age. I like wearing the.
I've had the AirPods. I just, you know.
Yeah. No, I have them too. I don't. Yeah. I use the headphones here.
I gotta say, I'm not even like, you know, maybe I would pick Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Well, then pick something you haven't seen. Well, how that doesn't stop us ever.
It's kind of the tradition of the show. Yeah, I'm not going to pick it because I haven't seen it. I don't know. I screenplay. Oh, I can't do that because we'll have to pay for that song. Didn't Trebek actually write that song? Who wrote that song? Maybe it was Mike
Merv.
Mullencow.
No, it had to have been Merv.
Oh, Merv wrote it. Okay. Merv. Ooh, Merv. So speaking of the Merv, the Tim Somerville just I haven't watched it yet, but I bought his new movie. One of our camera boys, really, they were teenagers when they were
kids.
Their dad used to drive us to Jones Intercable over by the Dairy Queen and over by the 7-Eleven in Vernon Hills, and he used to do his like business work out in the lobby while the boys manned the cameras, and now he's producing movies. So, and this movie has one of the Coreys. Which one's still alive? Feldman. Corey Feldman's in it. He's all make-upped up, but he's in it. Some fantasy thing. I can't remember what it's called, but if I don't do any other graphics, I'll put that up. Because you know, and I was in one of their early teenage films, and hopefully they've gotten better. You know, I'm not saying it was bad, but
yeah, but you know,
it's called Liquid Kung Fu. So
Wait, that's the new one or that's the one you were in?
No, that's the one I was in. I don't remember the. I guess I could look in my upload or my downloads. My download file says that it's called The Sorcerer Beast. The Sorcerer Beast. That's what it says here. Anyway, so just giving a plug for our old friends who helped us out in the old days. Don't need any help anymore. That's for sure. I guess I would pick, geez, that Promising Young Woman was pretty good, but it's not like we could have a discussion about it. And then, yeah, Sorkin's quite the writer. He's, for those of you who don't know, he's a TV guy mainly, right? Because he, and correct me if I'm wrong, he's in that film, right? I didn't look it up, but I swear he's one of the lawyers for the prosecution. Like not the Gordon Levitt Jones, Minari guy, the other guy.
It could be, but just so we're clear on Sorkin, Sorkin was a playwright, and then I think
I
because
thought he did a bunch of TV.
Well, hang on, I think he was a playwright, and then because he did the adaptation for A Few Good Men, which was his play, and then he turned it into a movie. That's what started his career. And then he did The American President, and then, which was a movie, and then he did Sports Night, and then West Wing. That's when he got into TV.
Sports Night. That's a good show.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
And then what did he do after that? He did the LA Law and stuff, right?
The West Wing. LA Law. David Kelly is the TV guy. So if you want to say TV guy, you say David Kelly. If you want to say jack of all trades, you say Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, I never saw that West Wing. And I think it's a little too late now.
No, I don't know what it's about. What's that about?
Well, it's about the West Wing, a fictional president, right?
Some people think that I was in it. I've actually had somebody walk up to me after a theater production where I'm walking out of the audience, and they've come up to me and said, "I loved you on the West Wing."
No. That was what's his name? Emilio Estevez's dad. What's that guy's name? You're thinking of that guy, right? The guy who's on. He's on the Frankie and what's that? Frankie and Lily.
No,
right?
I'm talking about Richard Schiff.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I'll look him up.
Must be.
Show our pictures next.
Must be a handsome guy.
Absolutely.
If you're bringing it up.
He was on I shouldn't say he was on Teen Beat. He was on
Teen Beat.
Maybe GQ.
Oh. That
not kidding.
Was that a Kelly show or was that a Sorkin show?
That was a Sorkin show. That's the show that put Sorkin over the top.
Teen Beat.
Really.
Teen Beat, written by Aaron Sorkin.
Yep.
All right. So I don't really care.
Yeah.
I used to care. Okay, so my pick is my pick. And it's funny because I have to look up at the screen. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. Minari was that was pretty good. Sound of Metal, pretty good. Shame what he did with that Marantz amp though, in that he just Marantz amplifier in his RV. So
RV, they're back to the RV.
Was that up for best movie with an RV in it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did it win?
It was the only one nominated. It was the only one nominated. So
no, come on. What about Nomadland? There's plenty of RVs.
Oh, there's a lot of that's true. Well, then I'm rooting for Nomadland. So, and the RV awards.
Okay. Although he had a better bathroom in his RV.
True.
In the Sound of Metal.
Sound of Metal.
Yeah. So I'm not really. They're all good. They're all good, except for Judas and the Black Messiah, which I haven't seen. So it can't be that great if I haven't seen it.
No, and the ones that I haven't seen are probably bad movies. So
well,
I'm gonna go with Aaron Sorkin.
I feel like I should have a background too. So go on. I'm listening. We're listening.
No, let's move on.
Nobody's watching.
Let's move on to Adapted.
Nobody's watching. Nobody's listening.
Did we give our awards for best original? Yeah, I gave it to Sorkin. I'm moving on. Who are you giving yours to?
Well, I'm not giving it to Moving On because that show was stiff and and kind of bad actually, except for all the Breaker 1/9s. But
Was that on the
No.
same network as What's Happening? Because I'm asking you, what's happening?
I have no idea. I think it was probably ABC, but I don't know.
Well, What's Happening, I think, was ABC. Moving On was probably NBC if it was, truckers.
Big wheels rolling. Got to keep them rolling.
Moving on. Sure.
I can't pick. Okay, I'll pick Minari.
Okay. Pick
I got a soft spot for that film.
Okay, great. Moving on. Adapted.
I've seen 2. Borat, subsequent movie film, ...
Yeah.
Funny, you know what? Maybe even worth the title for writing, because the title's hilarious. Although, is it racist for me to think that the title's hilarious? Because it really is making fun of people who don't speak English so well.
Only because it's you, I would say yes, that's racist.
Of course, because I'm probably the most racist person that I know. Well,
in the room.
Okay, so Borat, the father, and the only reason I really want to see the father is because Olivia Coles is in it. Coles, as her friends from college call her, Coles. I know that because I read, I think it was David Mitchell, one of David Mitchell's books about that. Mitchell and Webb. You ever watch that, the Peep Show?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
Those guys are both back, Mitchell and Webb, and they just aired the second series of Back, which I don't think they had anything to do with except that they acted in, which is still pretty good though. If you like those, English shows.
I'll talk about, I'll preface it by saying I love Olivia Colman, but I'll talk about that later when we get to the
well, you'll like
category she's in.
You'll like her in Peep Show. And for those of you out there, why aren't you watching Peep Show? I think it's on Netflix. If it's not on Netflix, no, it's on Hulu.
It is. Oh, that's good, because
I think it's the same thing.
I have
Hulu and
Hulu.
Netflix are.
No,
I think I watched.
I don't have Netflix. I have Hulu though.
Yeah, but see, I get Netflix. It's on Netflix on Hulu, I think it's called.
Oh, well, you can get the apps through Hulu or through Amazon Prime. It's ridiculous. I lost track. I have Hulu, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime. That's it.
Oh, HBO Max just caught some like an Australian and want to say an Irish sitcom that are supposed to be pretty good. I think I just read that in the Tribune. So
Cool.
order. Oh, there you are. Order up your HBO Max.
Thank you. Yeah, you were looking over my top of my head for a minute.
I don't know where I'm looking. Well, you got all those
pictures,
strong women behind you.
Guys.
Speaking of strong women, Nomadland.
Yep.
One Night in Miami. What's that on? That's something I get. But I haven't.
Yeah, no, it is on something. I think it's on Amazon Prime,
which I haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
And The White Tiger, which I'd really like to see that too, but I don't have time. I haven't had time.
Yeah. Who's got the time?
I don't have the time. So of the 2 I saw, I would pick Nomadland in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you know what? I was sort of debating that from a screenplay standpoint. And I would agree with you here. I've seen Borat, The Father, and Nomadland. And I guess this is the place where I can talk about Borat. That, excuse me, I think Borat was really funny, but to me it was the same. And again, for whatever reason, this gets nominated, and I compare the first Borat and this Borat to Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Pee-wee's Big Holiday. Excuse me. Whereas, Pee-wee's Big Adventure is classic, Borat's classic, and then the follow-up is really good, but it's not in the same ballpark as the original. So that's sort of my feeling on the new Borat movie.
What's going on with that Rudy Giuliani anyway? So I can't find where I can put a background anymore. Where? Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long. It's kind of like Coming to America, which we haven't seen yet, but we're gonna watch that.
I watched it.
Probably the same old, guys in the barber shop and, fish out
Yeah.
of water, but I don't know.
It was likable enough, but it just wasn't. It just didn't have that magic spark to it.
So talk to me, man. What's next?
Best actress in a supporting role.
Okay. So you're looking at, well, I've seen two. Frances McDormand.
No,
no,
in a
supporting role.
supporting role. Yeah,
Okay.
let's not skip that. You just cut out half the show.
Good night, everybody.
Thank
night.
you.
Good to hear from everybody. I think I have got my camera too low because my paper keeps, it's the better side of me though, really.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
Plus I got I got an owie this week, cleaning out the garage. Didn't hurt at the time. Oh, so this is the one with Maria Bakalova.
Yep.
Is that racist? Glenn
'Cause you
Close.
can't pronounce Glenn Close. Glenn
Or Hillbilly Elegy.
Claus.
French.
Glenn
Clause.
Claus.
Olivia Colman, or Coles, as her friends used to call her.
Sure.
Amanda Seyfried.
Mhm.
Let's see, she's in something tonight. No, she was on, I don't know, she was on something last night, I think. Something, I don't know. It was on my DVR when I woke up. And Yoo Jung Yun for Minari.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
because I botched that, I don't want Pat to call me racist, so I'm gonna just go ahead and pick her. Is that the
Great.
grandma?
I don't know, dude. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh, well, the grandma won the BAFTA, so, and she had a great acceptance speech. She's pretty wicked. So I'll pick her because I don't
Okay.
read her.
Because I'm going to stick to what I've seen here. Now this is where I'm going to explain the Olivia Colman thing. I am not going to spoil the movie for you. Olivia Colman, again, I said it up front. She is great. I love her. They have nominated the incorrect Olivia for the father. Olivia Williams.
It wasn't an Olivia that played the father.
No.
Oh, I see.
Olivia Williams was the better Olivia in The Father. I loved her in The Father, Olivia Williams, who does not seem to be getting any awards love. But to me, I liked what she did better.
So I'm trying to pick a background, Lou. And if I pick like I've got a Toro lawnmower for sale. Can I put that up?
Sure.
If anybody's interested, $100, you can take it home.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna, yeah, no, for sure.
See, and if you want it, is it there? How come this doesn't work? It keeps asking me if I want to download a smart virtual background package. All right, I'm just going to pick it. Damn it. All right. So tell me about this Williams. I didn't see it, so.
Yeah, no, it's hard to explain because I don't want to give anything away for the movie. But it's basically Anthony Hopkins and the two ladies have the biggest roles, and I just really like, who Olivia Williams is, right, from Rushmore and stuff like that.
She played a teacher, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This could be yours.
Actually, I wonder if I'm going to try and change my background here too, because you're promoting your lawnmower. I'm going to promote something for a friend of mine. Let's see.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Thanks for coming.
Where did you do the background at?
If you go down to stop video, can you do that? Or video maybe.
Yeah.
And you hit the little arrow.
Oh, choose background.
Or as I pronounce it, cheers.
Cheers.
I like cheers. Cheers. It's a good show.
Okay.
Really good.
Almost there.
That Woody Harrelson, he's a hoot.
A hoot and a half.
He's a hoot. I almost said a hoot and a half. Where'd that come from?
Oh, it's backwards. I wonder if does it show correctly when you put it in here? Let me see.
Yeah, it will.
Oh no, it's backwards.
So here's a picture of me marching in Washington. Do you see there in with the glasses?
Oh yeah.
So, and then right next, like in front of me in the foreground, that's the lady from Mary Tyler Moore. That when she throws her cap, that's the
Oh
lady.
yeah.
No, but actually, I was just literally feet away from Dick Gregory in that march. He was excited that we had come from Chicago, so he marched with us instead of going to the front of the line with, the big stars.
Right.
That was back in like 90 or something. I don't even remember when that was. But you can tell that I'm wearing my bomber jacket and those cool Ray-Bans. But we're enough of that. We're gonna find something better. Maybe something from Italy.
Okay, I think I got
there.
it now.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, I'm feeling much better now.
Except then I did that thing where I can't find where the screen is.
Yeah,
To
I
look at
don't really
you.
like it. I don't like the that glow that it puts on me, around me. So yeah, but that's kind of funny because maybe this whole time I've been looking at the cast from Better Things backwards.
Maybe.
But it
Well,
makes
do
it
you-
even
do you see
funnier
it-
that I never noticed when I was editing that it was turned around.
Well, what about the one you see now? You can see the printing correctly, right?
Well, I can't know, but it'll probably turn around.
Because it looks okay to me. Like when I look at it, it looks okay.
All right, so I'm picking. I've thought about this a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna pick if it's got to be the grandmother, Yoo Jung Yun.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna pick
I just look it up.
Maria, just because she was so funny. She was really funny.
Okay, we're just gonna close that. All right, so I better look that up though, because. Well, yeah, actress. I mean, probably not the wife. The wife was good.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna look up to see who she played, but yeah, I was pronunciation, but Maria Bakalova, right? That's the Borat.
That's the daughter.
Yeah, I liked her a lot.
Daughter. Oh, I just got an email from Menards. That's weird.
Nice.
They never email me. Where'd they get my email address? That's what I'd like to know. So I'll be done with this in a minute. I got to check my email.
Okay, while you're looking, I'll.
No, I got.
So that Pack podcast that I'm promoting there is a podcast that Eugene Pack does. He also does celebrity autobiography on Broadway. That's a lot of fun. So
who does that now? Who's this person?
His name is Eugene Pack, and he and
Never heard of him.
his partner Dale do celebrity autobiography, which is where we
Dale,
have
I know. You should have just said Dale first. Okay,
some of these great celebrity autobiographies are read by people, pretty famous people. They get up on stage and they read from these books, and it's really funny because those cheesy autobiographies like David Hasselhoff and the Kardashians and stuff like that.
All right, yeah, it's definitely the grandmother. Yeah, I'll pick her.
Okay, you picked the grandmother. I picked the daughter.
All right, what's next?
Best actor in a supporting role.
You got Sacha Baron Cohen. Wasn't he the star? Wasn't he? Would that be a leading role?
No, this is for the Chicago 7.
Oh.
It's not for Borat.
Oh, so it's for Abby Hoffman.
It's for Abby Hoffman.
Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiahs. Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami. Oh man, is it Paul Ratchie?
Racy.
Racy?
Yeah.
And then, oh dear God, Lakeith Stanfield?
Yes, Lakeith Stanfield.
Judas and the Black Messiahs. So, Racy in The Sound of Metal. Who was that? Is that the main guy?
No, Paul Racy was the guy that ran the
deaf
rehab.
guy?
Yeah.
The deaf guy who reads lips.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, he was good.
Yeah, he's great.
I felt that he was very serious about that a true story, by the way?
No, Paul's not even
No,
deaf.
original screenplay
Yeah.
could be a true story. All right.
So
I just feel this whole thing's just falling apart. So go ahead.
did
What?
you see the trial of Chicago 7? I forget. Did you see that?
Yeah, with the David Kelly thing.
Yeah, the David Kelly thing.
That was good. Snappy language.
I thought Sacha Baron Cohen was great as Abby Hoffman. I mean, it was kind of,
He did a good New York.
he was so dynamic, but for sure this has got to go to Paul Raci in my mind. I mean, I haven't seen the other two movies, but Paul Raci was great. He's he's in his 60s or whatever, maybe even 70, and hasn't had a career, in the public. This is like from 0 to 60, going from Chicago regional theater to the Oscars. For him, it's a cool story, but he was great anyhow, no matter what his background was. His ex-wife took was the photographer on my headshots a couple of times when I was early on in Chicago.
So that's why you're picking him?
Exactly, for his ex-wife.
Is he a photographer too?
Racy. Huh?
Is he a photographer also?
No, but it's funny because my impression of him was, I'd never met him in my days in Chicago, and my impression of him is his headshot hanging on his ex-wife's wall in the studio.
I thought you were going to do an impression of him.
No, I don't get that. But I'm going for Paul.
No one's
Raci.
going to watch if you're not. No one's going to watch.
Do it.
You don't take a few, steps.
Risks.
Steps. Well, the greatest journey. First step. I think you know what I'm talking about. All right. So, what else haven't we seen?
Did you pick your best actor? I mean, your supporting actor.
Oh, didn't we just do that?
Oh, I don't know. Did you pick anybody?
I guess I picked the photographer's husband too.
There you go. Great. Perfect.
Paul Raci, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Now best actress.
He was really good. I was afraid of him. I was afraid that if I didn't take that whole thing seriously, that I would get kicked out of that compound.
I think that you did.
I thought he was going to go. I thought he was just going to strike something up with the other teacher, is what I thought. Where are we at now? Not Raci, the tattoo guy. Ruben.
Sure.
Where are we going?
Now we're in best actress in the leading role.
Actress in a leading role. Oh, leading. Hey. Okay. So we're looking at Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I have not seen, which you can catch on Netflix through Hulu, through Hulu on Prime.
I have that disc too in my stack.
Okay. Well, good for you. I just bought no, you know what? I just went back to the library because I was like, I need $2. I need $2 to get they had Roma, the Criterion edition of Roma on DVD for $2, and by the time I got back there, somebody had snatched it up, so I didn't get that one. Speaking of Academy Awards, I did buy something though, didn't I? Oh, I just got the first series of Fleabag.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The latest cast member announced for Indiana Jones 5. Phoebe Waller.
Phoebe Bridgers. I love her albums.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, this new one, Punisher, it just sounds a lot alike to me. I really like the last one. What was that one called? I don't remember. Something about day school or something. I don't know. Or night school in Germany, or I don't know. So and if you've made it this far,
yes,
take more drugs now.
Yes.
So actress, right? Andrew Day for the United States versus Billie Holiday. Hulu, by the way. Haven't seen it. Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman Netflix. Haven't seen it yet. Would really like to see that one.
Sure.
Frances McDormand for Nomadland and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. I would pick Frances McDormand actually over Carey. And it's not to say I didn't like Promising Young Woman. I thought it was really good. But I think Frances, I love Nomadland.
Yeah, I did too. I actually haven't seen any of these performances except for Frances, but the truth is that she's my favorite actress. And if she's, if they nominated her for a TV commercial, I'd be like, oh, Frances McDormand, I'm picking her.
I don't think the Oscars do commercials.
They might someday.
They should. Why not?
But yeah, Frances McDormand.
You might get people to watch.
Maybe.
I mean, it works for the Super Bowl. Why else would you watch that piece of? Anyway, what a week I've had.
What a week you've had.
Culminating in this.
We're getting there. Best
All right.
actor in a leading role.
Oh, there it is. Well, I've seen 3 out of 5, so not bad.
I've seen 2.
But how do you pronounce that guy? Is it Riz or Riz?
Riz. There's a reason for it. There is a reason for his name being pronounced.
He wore that band shirt in front of the kids. I didn't approve.
Sure.
So Sound of Metal. Chadwick Boseman, or as my wife calls him, what kind of guy? No, what does she calls him?
Black Panther.
What's the name of that?
Black Panther.
Black Panther. She calls him the Black Panther.
The Thundercat.
The Thundercat. Tony Hopkins, because I'm just with him. The father. And Gary Oldman for Mank. Mank. And don't get me wrong, I say Mank, but I really like that movie a lot. And then Stephen Yeun for Minari. Must be the dad.
Yes. I know that much.
He's good friends with Conan O'Brien. They go way back, apparently.
Good for him.
I had no idea. Why would I? I guess I'd pick, where are we?
Is Conan still doing carpool karaoke?
Yeah, now that he's down to a half an hour, I don't think so. I don't think they have time.
But he does. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Gary Oldman because I like that Mank.
That's good to know. I've only seen Riz and Anthony, and that's not even close. And it's not because it's Anthony Hopkins per se, but Anthony Hopkins much better performance than Riz Ahmed in this particular case. So Anthony Hopkins.
All right. There we at animated feature film.
I skipped that, but you can go back to it. I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, I saw Soul. So I'm gonna pick Soul.
Pick Soul.
Yeah, I'll go
along with you.
So I went over to the Disney, which goes up $1 a month at the end of this month.
Sure.
So I went over there because I wanted to see the, what all this hubbub is about the Vision with the WandaVision.
Sure. WandaVision.
Which actually should just be called Wanda and Vision. Not bad. It kind of turns into Marvel superhero after a while, which, I kind of wish that they'd been a little more clever than just twisting it back into.
Yeah.
Because that gets a little old after a while. But
wait, what was that last part? I missed that. I
was blasting off, and I'll do that in post.
Right, cool. Yeah.
As we in the business like to call it, post. I'll do it in post because I can.
So here, I'm going to give you some footage for that because you'll blast off, and then I'll go, George. Okay. You can just edit that in later.
Lots of fun. And then I caught Soul, and I was going to watch that Yang, blah, 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 and then whatever. And then I was going to start that other series, but I'm up on the 26th. I don't have time to, I'll come back to it.
Well, I was gonna wait till I got rid of HBO Max because I don't like paying for all these, but I switched internet providers, and my new internet provider gives me HBO Max for free. And I will give a little shout out to HBO Max. I prepaid for 6 months to get a cheaper price for HBO Max, and they refunded me my entire amount because I was getting it for free with my new internet provider. So it was very kind of them to give me back my $70.
Yeah, they didn't have to do that.
No, they didn't.
I like when they kind of mix it up and they like merge. I'm going to be this afternoon. I plan to watch HBO Manx.
There you go.
About the sled.
How about Minamix? I
How
get
about
confused with
Minari
Manx.
Do. Manari Manamana. Do. Oh,
All right.
no, we're gonna have
Pick
to
a
pay for
director.
that. I'll have to cut that out because can't afford the music.
I think you get about 10 seconds. That wasn't longer
Oh,
than
okay,
that,
good.
was it? I just wonder if you do it a second time though. Manamana.
Oh,
Does it add up? All right. I don't know.
and I feel bad. International feature film. I've seen 3 minutes of another round.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything. It's funny.
So-
I'll go with what you. So best director. Let's go to best director.
Well, wait. I just want to say, I've seen 3 original scores and 2 original songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see what those are.
Hear My Voice from the Trial of the Chicago 7 and Husavik from Eurovision Song Contest, which I found amusing. That's a song, the movie.
Sure.
I don't remember the song, so I'm just going to pick the one from the other one, from that David Kelly film.
I think that's a good way to go. I'll pick that because that's the only one I've got.
So where were you you wanted to go to director?
Yeah.
All right. What are we going to end with? Live action short?
Well, I was going to end with best picture. We're almost done. We can get out of here.
In a hurry, Lou, today? Got somewhere to go, buddy?
I do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
No, it's okay.
How could I have known? I bothered to see as many of these as Emma was up for costume design, like they always are, and Mank. I'd pick Mank, though.
I know somebody who they used his old-timey car in Mank. Does that count?
Well, sure. So that's why you're picking Mank?
Sure.
All right. Did you say director? You're already at the director?
Oh, let's do cinematography. That's a good one. Although I'm just going to be hitting the same result here with my last 3. If we do cinematography, director, and picture, I'm going to have the same answer for all 3.
Oh, okay. Which would be what?
Nomadland.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Thanks. Okay. Well,
I
let me
just took the
say
surprise
though,
out of it.
I've seen 3 out of the 5 of cinematography. One that I have not seen, one that I don't really want to see, is News of the World.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Are you going to see
Yeah.
it? Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I hear it has good cinematography, though.
Apparently. Good enough,
I
anyways.
feel like this whole shot is. There we go. Welcome to my room, everybody. Okay. Yeah. So direction. You got another round. Meds with Mads.
Yes.
Got to take your meds. Is that racist for me to mess up his name?
I'm sorry. Did you open your mouth? Ha. Okay.
See, this is why we need Pat, because he'd
Yeah.
think we were like making fun of him.
Oh yeah, I told him. I said.
I know. Mank. Minari. Minari. She's actually, I thought, Minari, that must be that grandmother's name before I saw it, and not at all. It's not the grandma.
The dog.
No, not the dog either.
Gerbil.
No, you'll find out.
Okay.
You botanists out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Nomadland
It's a type
and
of
Promising Young Women,
weed.
which
Oh.
it's a little hard to watch Sam Richardson play kind of a jerk. He's got a small role, but he's kind of an
Jerk.
he's a
You're a
jerk.
jerk.
He always comes across to me as a jerk, that Sam Richardson. Which reminds me, I don't know why nobody's watching the Detroiters. That show's hilarious.
I don't know.
Have you seen it?
I should.
You can call yourself a media dog.
Ugh,
So I
terrible.
guess I'd pick for directing. I don't know. I think I'd pick Minari, actually. Although Mank was really good, and so was Nomadland.
Yeah,
But
I'm all about Chloe Zhao, Nomadland. That was
doesn't matter.
great.
It doesn't matter what I think. Oh yeah, if I don't pick,
Pick one.
yeah,
Come on.
if I don't pick Chloe
Man
Zhao,
up.
then I'm racist. So I'll pick her.
Okay. Yeah, just don't
Uh,
pick David Fincher. Pick whoever you want, but don't pick Fincher.
why? It was her head in the box
What?
at the
Oh,
end.
great. You just spoiled 6 for me.
It was the sled in the box.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
What I
he's into
said,
that,
I said a
right?
sled in the box.
Sled, the head in the box. Yeah, I still got, let's see, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 4 to 4. I've seen half of the Best Picture movies. That's
Testing.
pretty good.
Well, I've seen 6 out of, geez, are there 8 really? 6 out of 8.
You're
So,
a better man than I.
well, I just thought we were going to do a show on the Oscars if we picked the Oscars. So I just went to town.
While we're here, I didn't, and again, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but don't be afraid to watch The Father, because it's actually a kind of clever way of telling the story
Anthony
that-
Hopkins
that
calls it
shouldn't
in.
be missed.
Yeah.
It's a
Calls it
good
other
movie. It's not quite as depressing as you may think.
I'll try not to be afraid, but I'll tell you one thing: I ain't paying $20 for it.
Oh, that's right. No, don't pay $20 for any
I
of
might pay
this.
$20 for Judas and the Black Messiah, but I ain't paying $20 for the Father, or the Son, or the Holy Ghost. I might put it.
Dude, the Holy Ghost is great. It's
Well, I
worth
might.
$21.
Thanks for stepping on my joke, comrade.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. It's not like I'm not used to it.
True.
So what else? What's next? Want to do docs?
Judas and the Black Messiah. Oh, we're not going to Best Picture? Do docs. I haven't
We
seen
just
it.
did Best Picture. We just did it.
Well, what did you say?
I don't know. What did I say? I don't know.
You didn't
I
say
can't
best.
decide. I can't decide.
Okay.
Nomadland. I really like Nomadland.
Ding, ding,
I liked
ding.
it. I liked it so much that in the score there was a piano piece that I really liked. So I went to get the soundtrack, and this happens to me a lot. I'll hear the score and I'll be like, that's a great score. I'm gonna go get the soundtrack. In this case, the soundtrack had a lot of their campfire songs, like a bunch of people singing around the campfire. And I was like, maybe I don't want to get that. So I looked up that particular piano piece, and it was this guy. I'm gonna have to look this up. It's this Italian guy, right? And I won't play it because I don't want to have to pay for it. What's his name? I can't tell you. Sorry. Warren Zevon reference there. His name is Ludovico Einaudi.
I know.
And there's how long is that tune? It's an 11-minute song, which is why I think I probably couldn't have. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say that because a lot of times you want one song and that's the one you can't download without buying the whole album on what do they call it, the iTunes.
Oh yeah, the iTunes.
So I just bought his album instead, and I really like it. Yeah. So what else? What are we going to talk about? Docs? We're not going to talk about docs because I saw
Yeah, if you saw something, talk about it.
I didn't see any of them. I saw Hunger Ward on. I saw one of the guys. The director for Hunger Ward was on somebody's show. I don't know. Trevor Noah's show, and so I'm gonna give it to him because it was about like how horrible it is in Yemen right now.
Wait, which one?
Well, I think that was Hunger Ward, wasn't it?
Oh, Hunger Ward. Oh, got it. I misunderstood what you said. I see it. It's a best documentary short subject.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You'll catch up when you watch it if you notice that it's even posted later.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious about Hillbilly Elegy. Did you see that?
No, but I've heard mixed things. I've heard
Yeah,
some
me too. Mick.
like it. I've heard like didn't it get nominated for Razzies? Didn't Glenn Close get a nomination for a Razzie and an Oscar within 2 days?
I don't know, but I can't decide if it's a candy or a gum. Razzles.
Well,
Am I wrong?
oh, Razzies.
Yeah.
Razzies were.
Is it a candy or a gum?
It's got to be gum, even if it's candy,
Because
right?
it turns
Because
out
it turns out to be gum. Gum wins, right?
gum.
Although you wouldn't
safer.
call it Tootsie Pop, or no, that's Blow Pop. That's what it was. You wouldn't
Yeah,
call it Blow Pop gum, right? You
Never
call
did
it
that.
sucker.
Never did the blow pop. No, I never did the blow
Tootsie
pop because
Pops.
if you could have a Tootsie Pop or a blow pop, why would you pick the blow pop?
Yeah, no, I a lot more Tootsie Pops went into my system than Blow Pops for sure.
Even as an adult. So, what else do you want to talk about today, Lou? What are we looking forward to on TV?
What am I looking forward to on TV?
You got so much.
I know what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to give I just wanted to mourn the passing of the ArcLight theaters for a moment, because I don't know if you've heard anything about that. I don't know if they have them in Chicago. I know they have them throughout the country here and there, but
yeah, there was one in Lincoln Park, I believe.
The ArcLight was my go-to.
We do get the papers out here in Nowheresville, Lou.
Well, no, I know you probably are aware of it. I'm just saying you might not have ever gone to any, but that was my go-to theater. That was the best. And I'm not talking about the one in Hollywood, which is obviously great, and the dome and everything. But even by my house, just being able to have the reserved seats and have the, respect, because anytime I go to any other random movie theater, there's always some obnoxious idiot in there talking or on their cell phones or just not letting you enjoy the movie kind of thing, whereas the ArcLight was always a more movie centric crowd, so I enjoyed that a lot more. But hopefully somebody will bail them out. I don't know if somebody will, but it is really kind of a sad thing for movie theaters,
like the Skokie Theater.
There you go.
No, I mean, if somebody starts talking, man, that whole crowd is right on them.
Turns on them, yeah.
I remember, I don't know if you were with me when we went to, I think it was my second viewing of Secrets and Lies, that Mike Leigh film. Somebody started talking, and man, I thought there was gonna be body parts.
Do you remember the time we went to see, the four of us went to see Dazed and Confused? So this is going on 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago.
I remember where I saw it. I don't remember anything happening.
There were some teenagers sitting in front of us. And at one point we caught wind of them being like, why are these old, we were in our 30s, right? Why are these old people seeing here to see this movie? Because they thought it was for them, and it was all about our childhoods, right? I always thought that was hilarious. That was an example of people talking in a movie saying something incredibly stupid inevitably.
Yeah, we reviewed that in our first show.
Oh, cool. The very first show. Well, there you go. Another full circle.
I think we've been doing it. Good night, everybody. We've been doing this show for like 29 years. But then we didn't do it for 20, right?
Right. This is our reboot, Visit
Reimagination.
reimagination. Tim Burton directed this. This is the Tim Burton Planet
Oh.
of the Media Dogs.
So I'm watching the second show because I can't help myself. I haven't seen it since I probably captured it. And I probably didn't watch it while I captured it. We're talking about The Nightmare Before Christmas. And you bring like Happy Meal toys in the Happy Meal box on, and you want us to actually improvise a scene from the movie with toys that aren't from the movie, but are Tim Burton DC Comics characters from his
Batman movies.
movies. Yeah.
It sounds hilarious. Did that work?
No, it worked in that it didn't work, and which is why I feel that we worked. So yeah, and it's so on that same disc, there's another one for a few shows later, and we actually kind of, that first show, if we're talking about, I don't even know which, now I'm getting it mixed up, but we talk about Philadelphia and the homosexual lifestyle and its depiction of it. And I'm trying to talk about Claire of the Moon, and then Desert, I think it's Desert Hearts, and
Right.
lesbian thing. And if you think about it, 30 years ago, people weren't talking about that stuff.
No.
But we were.
Well, we were cutting
awkwardly.
Yeah. A couple straight boys
just newly married, by the way.
Telling people how they should handle their homophobia.
Here's why this movie is a good depiction of the homosexual lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we've seen other movies and we've been to Chicago and Toledo, by the way.
Well, I spend a lot of time talking, and probably on that show, talking about longtime companion, right? Because I always thought that people needed to see that to understand what it's like to be homosexual, even though I'm heterosexual. I knew.
Just make sure you tell us. And then I bring up Silver Lake Life, The View from Here, which is a devastating documentary about this couple, these guys in Silver Lake. And they document, they're both got HIV, and they document all the way to the end, like both of their ends. Devastating, but if you can still see it, and I'm coming full circle around here now, get that. I've got it on, I recorded it off of probably HBO back in the day. I've still got it in the basement somewhere. But you can't come to my house to watch it.
Nor mine.
Are you trying not to step on my lines now? Because I'm not used to you like giving me some room there. Or maybe is that for Pat? Yeah, here we go.
Thanks, Pat. Okay, yeah. No, I was just, I'm sorry, what? Did I step on your line? I would never do that, George.
Always. I've had some of in the last year, I've had some of the best punchlines, just devastated. And if I'd had time, we're all on a different soundtrack line. When I capture these, I could have just wiped you out, Lou. Just wiped you out, man.
Well, it sounds like you want to. You should.
No, for the sake of my own joke. So that I look better. I would never do that. That's not the kind of, that's not the kind of performer I am. Which is why I have the roles that I have.
Well, I'm a fan of Robert Altman, so I have to talk over your dialogue. We
talked about Shortcuts, and I hadn't seen it yet, which bummed me out because I wish that I'd seen it. And then I did see it at the Deerbrook Theater. And it was such a long movie, and I made the mistake of drinking a Dr. Pepper before I went in, and then buying a soda. I had to run out. And take care of business, and then come back in. It was the only one in the theater, by the way.
I'm really bummed right now because it's not streaming anywhere. I've been dying to watch it, and I don't have a copy of it, and I can't.
Buy it.
Well, I know. I hate paying $30 for a disc anymore.
You can get it on eBay for nothing probably.
Yeah, that's true. I always go to Amazon, but you're right. I should look on eBay.
So we also talk about Ruby in Paradise. Speaking of which, I had
Oh,
a copy.
wow.
So I've got that on Laserdisc, right? But it's not letterbox. So I don't think I've ever watched it even on Laserdisc. And I went on Amazon. Can I say that here? Hold on, I'm
No.
gonna take that, put that on my other screen so that I can see me talking at the same time.
I'll cut you off. Say it and then I'll cut you off.
What else is new? So I'll go to Amazon.com and I'll go put in Ruby in Paradise, and it's like, well, no. If you go to eBay, it's like $150, and
Man, how did I forget about Ruby in Paradise? It's so funny. I love
well,
that.
and then he made Julie's Gold, which I like as much, I think.
Oh yeah. That was great too.
They've got a VHS tape for $26.99 and free shipping. You can get it on Prime Video for $4, but that's all I see here. So you go to eBay and it's like $569 or whatever. So it is kind of weird what's accessible and what's not, but I'll bet Shortcuts is. Hold on, if I got to do everything for you, Lou.
You do. Look on, you look on eBay for me.
Actually, I'm looking on. I'm on Amazon.
Well, I saw it on Amazon, but it's like $30, right?
Oh, $30. We used to pay that for Laserdiscs, and we were happy. $30 for a movie.
Yeah. Ooh.
Actually, we used to pay that for VHS tapes too. And how many of those
Oh
do
yeah,
you still have?
you can stream. Yeah, you're right. I could stream Ruby in Paradise.
Two guys looking up things. I guess I'll have to do a little bit of editing. I wonder if the Somervilles still watch our show. I kind of wish they would. I kind of feel like I'm playing to them.
Just for nostalgic sake.
And think about it. We had Francis Guar was one of our. Remember Frank Guar? He was.
Oh yeah.
He was the nephew of that playwright.
Yeah. Who they didn't like, right?
He didn't like because full circle, he was a homosexual and seen. I don't think that's what
Julie's
he said.
Gold is
I don't think he called him that. So I'm gonna have to.
Now you have to edit. Yeah.
You have to cut the slang out. Hey Georgie, cut the slang out, would you?
Julie's Gold is on HBO Max, by the way.
It's a great movie. By the way, watch that movie. And so here's the whole irony is, so we go into lockdown. Okay, Ruby in Paradise DVD, $179.95. And then, okay, the kick in the pants is that the guy, I don't know if it's the guy, the person who's selling it, $8.95 shipping. And then the next one down, the VHS tape, $80. And then there's another, and then the same thing. Oh, and then they go into the posters because that's how they roll on
eBay.
On eBay. So, we're like, okay, let's kids, we're in a lockdown. People are looking for things. They're making sourdough. They're learning how to crochet. Let's show them where they can go to watch plays. Let's show them how they can support their local actors down in Chicago and watch plays that they're, how they can support the theaters by, streaming movies for like $12 tops, $4 usually.
Right.
And instead, ooh, there's a laser disc. I'm locking in. No, instead they go out without their masks and they fuck everything up. And we're still in this thing because our friend Pat had his first vaccine. He had his first jab, and he came down with COVID anyway, as careful as he was. So Pat, feel better, man. Get better.
Feel better, Pat.
And I blame all these idiots that are walking around coughing in my face in the Marianos, right?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's people have completely gone back to normal. Traffic's back to normal out here. The people walking around without masks, like I said, it's just like people sincerely seem to think it's over. Oh, we're getting vaccinated. We're done. I don't get it. I know there's fatigue, right? But come on, common sense.
So we're gonna have to cut that out because we don't want to bum everybody out because they'll be like, oh man,
Yeah.
what are you, a bunch of Dr. Fauci's? So anyway,
Yeah, that guy is the worst, isn't he?
Why
Why would
science.
he?
Love it.
Science.
I love science. So anyway, so they'll get on a plane,
Yeah.
based on science, tons of metal and people up in the air, science, but they won't put a mask on, science.
Well, yeah, that's that whole thing. I'm not,
Damn.
uh,
All right.
they forced me to wear a seatbelt. I'm not going the next step and wearing a mask.
Well, you know what happens when you don't wear a seatbelt? Go right through that windshield.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they refuse to wear seatbelts too. If they're not going to wear masks, tell them to stop wearing seatbelts. Oh yeah, you did that.
I did that. I just
you
didn't
did
wear
that.
it one time. I was wearing it back then, and a lot of people didn't, but I was.
That was before it was, mandated.
Before it was cool, man. Before it was cool. So, is that it? We done?
That's it. Yep.
I'm still
Maybe
watching Bob's
forever.
Burgers. I'm in the still in the 8th season, which is exciting because it means I still have tons to go. My sister just started watching, so that's good. We're spreading the love. I got a new car, and I bought first new car since like 1990, I think, or so. I put a decal of, it's basically the outline of the Belchers on the back of my car, and that because I don't even know what my car looks like still, and so that's how I can find my car in the parking lot without going. Beep, 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 beep.
Very nice. Congratulations on the new car.
Yeah, I'm kind of loving it, but I love my old car, so I don't know. It was just getting to the point where it was like, so do we start? I know I'm going to need a new muffler because I can hear that thing rattling, or at least something to hold it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot of things that were a tune-up was in order, and probably new tires, and so we're like, let's go look at Subarus. Okay, so we looked at Subarus, and I was like, okay, this one's good. So has that guy been staring at us over your kind of to the side of your shoulder the whole time?
Yeah, it's James Caan.
Oh, Jimmy Caan, you mean?
Jimmy Caan.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
I brought Jimmy Caan.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's in his 80s.
Is he? Wow.
Little play with Marsha Mason and I guess Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio. I don't like that guy.
He's good at karate, I heard.
No, I'm thinking of that guy. I'm thinking of the other guy. The guy who played Chachi. He's not good.
Oh, Scott Baio.
Yeah. That Ralph Macchio, he's okay. He's no Timothy Chalamet. I don't know. This is going down the rabbit hole. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna have to cut this one up.
Yeah, who knew?
Definitely gonna have to get the bleep button.
You talk way too much, George.
I need someone to step on my lines more often, really. Because I'm not funny. I'm just not.
No, you are funny.
So hats off.
That's why I step on your lines all the time.
Hats off to the Somerville brothers and all of our other, and our wives used to do our cameras.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they didn't even really get credit. We just did a shout out to them. And Matt Smith, if you're watching, thanks for being there. Okay. Good night, everybody. Oh no, my internet connection is unstable.
It did, just in that moment. We made it all this way, and now you're unstable.
Since the pandemic,
we knew that about you.
Our internet connection is feeble since the pandemic. I mean, the most we could ever get was 18 megabytes, and now if we're lucky, if we get 10. So sorry, everyone.
Used them all up. Yeah, you've used them all up. Then.
Next time, I'm just gonna put a picture of me up, just a still shot. I'll do a headshot.
Yes. Can you catch yourself in the middle of a punchline? It'd be better. Yep, there you go.
Too bad
That's good.
that shadow from the car that just went by just gave me away. Yeah, I should have been an actor.
Yeah, better you than me.
Well, I'm so much better.
You are.
Never been in anything, so I can't really tell.
You've
So-
been in Mediadawgs.
Well, there's that. There's Mediadawgs. All right, so bye everyone.